I bet you have never used olive oil to make chocolate mousse. Today is the day. You do not want to miss out on how velvety, creamy, and extra special this little dessert is. Come with me. We're making the best chocolate mousse ever because two star ingredients here are sharing the spotlight. Some good chocolate, bittersweet chocolate, and some good fruity extra virgin olive oil. That's right. So let's get started, and I'm just gonna go ahead and chop them up. I got 8 ounces here, so 2 blocks. And in this recipe, the recommendation is bittersweet chocolate, not milk chocolate, because bittersweet chocolate has a fruity finish to it that works with the fruitiness of the extra virgin olive oil. So this is one of those desserts that if you really wanted to indulge but wanted it to still kind of be light and even healthy, this is a great one. So just chop roughly because we're gonna melt all the chocolate, so it's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. To melt the chocolate, we have what we call a double boiler, which is basically a small saucepan or a pot with a little bit of water that we're gonna go ahead and boil. And then the chocolate, which goes in here, will go on top like this. Just a little bit of water. So the water is starting to heat up a little bit. I'm gonna add the bowl on top. Remember, the bowl cannot touch the hot water. We're just gonna use the steam coming from the hot water to help us melt the chocolate. So, glass bowl is essential, and a heat-safe bowl is obviously essential. So, this is the preferred method for melting your chocolate because otherwise there is the potential of burning the chocolate. So moving the chocolate about allows for all the chocolate pieces to touch the hot surface of the bowl, so that you can evenly heat the chocolate and get it nice and melted without burning it. Look at me, I summarized that so nicely. Drew, are you proud of me? I am proud. You can manage the heat down if you need to. See, that's another way you can control this situation if it's starting to steam too much. So I'm gonna remove it from the heat. 1/3 cup of some good fruity extra virgin olive oil. If you use bad olive oil, this entire thing will not work and it will not taste very good. So this one is from the mediterraneandish.com, our site. Hit the shop tab, select the arbequina, which is fruity and delicious, perfect with chocolate. You're gonna pour it in and stir. This is one of the few times that I actually measure my olive oil because if you put too much olive oil in your mousse, it will not harden because olive oil does not harden, which is also another reason why this mousse is even more delicate and decadent and creamy than other mousses. Now we're going to separate 6 eggs. So in the large bowl, I'm going to attempt to get the egg whites in here. Why buy your kids slime when you can just make them break the eggs for you, huh? See, I learned if you keep your egg upright like this, then the whites will see themselves out, basically. And then you end up with the yolk. Here we go. Ta-da! To the egg whites, we're gonna go ahead and add 1/4 cup of sugar. What we need to do is mix this until this party turns into a meringue, basically a fluff. We're gonna fluff up our egg whites here and turn them into meringue situation. So we're gonna go in. High speed will help you. You can do this by hand if you wanna get a workout though. So see, it's gonna start to foam up. It's not ready yet. It needs to kind of get to a stiff peak, and I'll show you what that looks like. But at the moment, it'll be foamy. Get in there. There it is. See that? That's perfect. To the egg yolks, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of sugar, vanilla, and 2 tablespoons or so of a coffee at room temp. There's so much flavor that you can build with simple things like vanilla, lemon, espresso. Oh yeah. So we're gonna zest some lemon. Mark is a genius baker who developed this recipe, and if you have not tried chocolate mousse with olive oil, you are just in for a treat, my friend. It's that much more decadent because olive oil does not harden. You know what's surprising here is when you put a little bit of salt in something sweet, it actually brings out the sweetness in a more pronounced way. Going in with kosher salt. We're gonna kind of whisk this here until pale and thick. Going in. So when you are mixing the egg yolks here, you're trying to fold in more air, which makes it bubbly and gets it to be thick but also fluffy. So that's what's happening here. This is all a balance when it comes to making a mousse because you want that texture to be velvety, creamy, and light at the same time, light and airy. That's what makes mousse so special as a dessert and makes it delicate and delicious. Okay, see that? It's kind of thickened. Perfect, and we've added some bubbles, so this will be an airy and delicious mousse. I can't wait. We're gonna fold this guy in. This is the chocolate mixture with the olive oil. This is where all the deliciousness is. Do this carefully if your bowl is still hot. So it's key here that we've let the chocolate sit a little bit so it's not super hot. You cannot add the hot chocolate to the egg, then it will cook it, right? So that's why we start with the melting of the chocolate and allow it to cool while we do other things. We're gonna fold in a little bit of the egg white mixture, about maybe a third of it at a time. And we're kind of just gonna work in gentle motion, gently folding it because you're trying to preserve as much air as possible, right? So you're gonna do this very gently, just folding it in, adding in a little bit more, and then fold. And it's feeling thicker to me. And the last little bit. So fluffy, so airy, so creamy. I mean, it's a very delicate balance of everything, you know, kind of like life. Chocolate mousse is like life. You gotta gently fold and go with the flow. Pearls of wisdom, just like, oh, catch it, catch it, catch the wisdom. If you have little ice cream bowls, whatever you have that is freezer friendly, we're going to go ahead and divvy this up. This makes 8 servings. So it's a perfect dessert to make ahead of time for a nice party because you do need to chill it. You do want to allow a good 4 hours for it to chill in your fridge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The olive oil adds a certain nuance that if you haven't tried, you absolutely must. From here, all we need to do is stick this baby in the fridge for about 4 hours or so. It will be creamy, delicious, and ready for company. Let's go. Oh my gosh, after a few hours in the fridge, look how delicious and smooth and fluffy this chocolate mousse is. I love it. The little garnish of lemon zest is totally optional, but I'll tell you what, it actually makes it so much brighter, and I wouldn't skip it if I were you. Cheers to olive oil and chocolate. It's a match made in heaven. And when you try the chocolate olive oil combo and you love it, make sure you check out my next video for chocolate olive oil cake. Out of this world. Grab the recipe for chocolate mousse over on themediterraneandish.com. I will see you later. Ciao.